As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught?
It's a foot race. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, his second touchdown of the night, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
One, Omaha.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Mike, 54. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Exit. He's coming. Double up. Hey, seam 6.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. But that's complete to Sanders. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
11.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Wide, get wide. Two. Hey, alert. Hey, Charlie.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys' defense is... So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. The 30. Past the 20. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 85 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
13. Hey, Zoo. 21.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he's able to get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Coleman now. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here we go.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the curl.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo gets this one to use check. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go. 180. 2. Switch it.
Garoppolo on first down. The Sanders has got it complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go. 180.
55. Hey, watch the slant.
On first down, Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, watch it. Sponge. No.
On the sneak is Garoppolo. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Okay, got him halfway there. You don't see the sneak all that often from the 2-yard line because you definitely don't want to see your quarterback get clobbered. But you wonder if we might see the same play again.
Here we go. 180.
Check 55, Mike. Touchdown, defense. Check three. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
11.
Garoppolo, quarterback sneak. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. 180.
54, Mike. I'm here all day. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Slam. Check nickel. Showing it. Back. Check the backer.
On the sneak is Garoppolo. Now, the Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come out here in the eye. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Gold to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
No. Jim,
it's Elliott. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So now it all rests on the foot of Kai Forbath. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.